Warm welcome, you're watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary. Let me quickly dip into the news break that is just coming in. There's been a major controversy that has erupted a night before Prime Minister's all-party meet on India-China standoff. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party says it's been uninvited to this meeting. Aam Aadmi Party's MP Sanjay Singh has slammed the Modi government, saying that an arrogant government is ruling at the centre. Now, remember, the list has Sonia Gandhi from the Congress, Chandrababu Naidu from the TDP. What's interesting is a party like TDP has been invited with an equal number of MPs that Aam Aadmi Party has. However, Aam Aadmi Party has been left out of the fray. Even RJD has been left out of the fray. Jagan Mohan Reddy, YSRCP, he is going to be attending the meet. Sharad Pawar, NCP, Nitish Kumar, JDU, Naveen Patnaik, Sitaram Yechury, Uddhav Thackeray and other prominent party chiefs have all been invited. But a bit of a controversy on the eve of this all-party meet on the all-important issue of the China-India face-off. I want to cut across to our National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava, who's joining us live. You know, Rahul, take us through this news break. The Aam Aadmi Party says that this is arrogance. They have, if you look at it, just plain cold numbers, they seem to have the same numbers as, say, a TDP in terms of MP representation, and the TDP is invited, but the Aam Aadmi Party is not invited. And word, of course, also coming in that even the RJD is not invited, and they have 5 MPs.
Preeti, before I go ahead and I delve into this question, there is an important breaking news which I have, is that ahead of the meeting by the Prime Minister, an all-party meeting, the government has already started building, going for consensus building. Right. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh has dialed up and spoken to all the leaders of all the political parties which will be attending the meeting. Right. He has spoken to Sonia Gandhi, the Congress President. He has spoken to Mayawati, Mamata Banerjee, and all the other leaders who have been invited. Now, when it comes to the criteria,
Rahul, can I urge you to just hold on to that thought? I'm coming right back to you, and the reason I'm only interrupting you right now is we have Sanjay Singh from the Aam Aadmi Party. I just want to go across to him and come right back. Sanjay Singh, it seems, thank you for talking to us. आपको अनइनवाइट किया है, आम आदमी पार्टी को इनवाइट नहीं किया है, आरजेडी को 5 एमपी से इनवाइट नहीं किया है, पर टीडीपी है 4 एमपी के साथ इनवाइटेड है।
नहीं, इसका कारण तो केंद्र की सरकार और बीजेपी बता सकती है। मैं तो सिर्फ ये कह रहा हूं कि एक राष्ट्रीय संकट के समय जब आप सभी पार्टियों को बुला रहे हैं, उनकी राय ले रहे हैं, तो एक ऐसी पार्टी जिसकी दिल्ली में सरकार है, पंजाब में मुख्य विपक्षी पार्टी है, पार्लियामेंट में 4 मेंबर हैं, पूरे देश में संगठन है, उस पार्टी की राय लेना भी आप गवारा नहीं समझते, उस पार्टी की राय भी जानना और राय शामिल करना भी आप जरूरी नहीं समझते। तो ये किस प्रकार की एरोगेंस है, मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है। हम लोग वहां पर जाके ऐसे संकट के समय में चाइना के साथ जिस समय पूरा विवाद की स्थिति है सीमा पर और पूरा देश सरकार के साथ खड़ा है, प्रधानमंत्री के साथ खड़ा है, तो हम भी जाके एक राय सरकार के लिए ही देते। कोई वहां विरोध करने का तो ऐसे समय में कोई मतलब नहीं है, लेकिन बावजूद इसके क्यों नहीं बुलाया, इसका जवाब तो केंद्र की सरकार और बीजेपी दे सकती है।
संजय जी, बस एक सवाल और पूछूंगी आपसे। आप कह रहे हैं बस जवाब बीजेपी और केंद्र सरकार दे सकती है, क्योंकि आरजेडी भी अनइनवाइटेड है, उनके पास 5 एमपीज है। टीडीपी, आपके और टीडीपी के उतने ही एमपीज है, पर टीडीपी इन्वाइटेड है। सवाल ये पूछूंगी क्योंकि अगर लग रहा है कि टेक ओवर हो रहा है, इवन दिल्ली में अगर आप देखें तो अमित शाह ही सब कुछ कर रहे हैं, लग रहा है। जो लिस्ट है वो भी अमित शाह मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ होम की तरफ से ही आ रही है, जो कोविड की फाइट है दिल्ली में।
देखिए, मुझे लगता है कि सरकार नारा तो देती है सबका साथ सबका विकास, लेकिन जब उसको जमीन पर काम करने की आवश्यकता होती है, उस समय वो सेलेक्टेड तरीके से काम करते हैं, चुनिंदा तरीके से काम करते हैं, जो लोकतंत्र के लिए अच्छी बात नहीं है। हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में ऐसा कहीं नहीं लिखा है कि 5 एमपी हो या 4 एमपी हो या 3 एमपी हो। मैं तो कह रहा हूं कि जिसके एक भी एमपी पार्लियामेंट में है, अगर वो पार्टी है तो उसको बुलाना चाहिए, वो भी कुछ अच्छी राय ही दे सकते हैं। ऐसा तो है नहीं कि कुर्सियों की कमी है, अगर कोई बैठक करनी है तो उसमें। तो मुझे समझ में नहीं आया कि किस एरोगेंस में सरकार मस्त है और किस तरह का अहंकार उनमें। ऐसे संकट के समय में भी अगर वो पार्टियों की राय शामिल नहीं करना चाहते हैं, तो ये उनकी अपनी मर्जी है, क्या कहा जा सकता है।
संजय जी, आपको जाने से पहले चलिए यहाँ पर ही राय दे दीजिए, आम आदमी पार्टी की क्या राय है इस पे?
नहीं, निश्चित रूप से हम लोग ऐसे मसले पर, जब हमारे 20 जवानों ने अपना सर्वोच्च बलिदान दिया है, अपने प्राणों की आहुति भारत माता की रक्षा के लिए दी है, हम केंद्र सरकार के साथ खड़े हैं, हम अपनी सेना के साथ खड़े हैं, और हम ये चाहेंगे कि इस मसले पर सरकार मुंहतोड़ जवाब दे चाइना को, और जो जमीन आज उनके कब्जे में है वो भारत फिर वापस ले उनसे। इस मसले पर हम पूरी तरह से सरकार के साथ खड़े हैं। ये एक देश के जवानों के सम्मान का मसला है, ये राष्ट्र की अखंडता का मसला है, हम पूरी तरह से सरकार के साथ।
बहुत शुक्रिया संजय जी हमसे बात करने का। तो the Aam Aadmi Party is of the view that the government should give a befitting response. Sanjay Singh just said, muh tod jawab diya jaye, but however they are not invited. So their opinion is unwarranted right now in the scheme of things. I want to cut across right now. Back to Rahul Srivastav, who's breaking more news right now as we speak. Rahul, so will you take us through the criteria? Because there seems to be a differentiation of sorts. Same number of MPs with the TDP. Aam Aadmi Party finds itself uninvited. RJD has one more MP than the TDP invited in that case. On the other account, more news that you're just breaking, that the Defence Minister has dialed every stakeholder who's invited tomorrow.
Preeti, I was told by leaders in the government that there are 37 total parties in Lok Sabha right now, and out of them, parties which are above the 5 number, total number of 5 MPs have been called, 5 or more have been invited. And in that, those who are not at the 5 level are the Jammu and Kashmir National Conference, CPIM, TDP, IOML, SAD, Apna Dal, SCPI, AMM, JMM, and other, JDS and others. But definitely, Aam Aadmi Party, when it says that there is a national crisis and the government is trying to build a national consensus, there is no reason why there should be a criteria that somebody should be left out. There are, after all, as I'm looking at the Lok Sabha records, 37 political parties means 37 odd leaders. If there are few less or few more, it doesn't really matter. But I think if the government's intent was to build a national consensus on a crisis, which is a national crisis, and remember that a resolution passed at an all-party meeting on an issue like what's happening at the borders with China is going to be a resolution which is going to be utilized all over the world to build an opinion, because these resolutions are sense of the nation opinion. They present what the national consensus is all about. And that is why if the Aam Aadmi Party is angry about being excluded, there are several others parties, say for example the parties in the Northeast, which do have one member of parliament. But remember, Northeast remains one of the hot areas as far as China is concerned. So that is why one really doesn't understand the reasoning. The only reason I was told was that it would have been a too large and unwieldy group if all of them were invited. There are 37 political parties. Only those who have 5 or more have been invited. That's what the government explanation is. But yes, as far as building consensus for the meeting is concerned, Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister's services are being used by the Prime Minister to speak to Sonia Gandhi, the interim President of Congress, BSP leaders of the DMK and others, to convey to them what's the intent of this meeting. And Rajnath Singh has spent a very, very busy evening talking to all the leaders who have been invited.
I just want to ask you at this point of time, Rahul, before I let you go, CPI, NC, both with 2 and 1 MPs, have they been invited?
You see, Preeti, the list of sources which we are being getting is that the CPM Sitaram Yechuri has been invited. And he could well be attending. So the CPM does not have qualifying 5 numbers. So perhaps the reason could well be that the CPM has been a very vocal party as far as China and the China issues are concerned. So the government may be feeling that there are certain reasons that why political parties like CPI, CPM need to get invited to an all-party meeting which is based on China. I think the critical character of the voice of the communist parties in the country, perhaps that is why the communist parties in the country.
Well, NC is invited with one MP as well.
Meeting is concerned.
NC is invited with one MP as well. But Rahul, appreciate you joining us at this point of time. Thank you. Rahul Srivastava, National Affairs Editor, would be keeping a keen eye on